Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Sunday, January 7th, 2024, and Happy New Year, and we're
Happy New
back,
Year.
right? This is a brand new episode of the Now Mind You podcast. Of course, this is our combat episode, and this is episode 96, Combat. We're your hosts. I'm TJ,
I'm Matt.
I'm Bryce.
and we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Since we're starting off the new year, we're going to start it off with a recap, combat-wise, of 2023. So the categories we got are Fight of the Year, Fighter of the Year, the Round of the Year, the Knockout of the Year, the Submission of the Year, and we're going to finish it off with the Event of the Year. With that, Matt, take it away, sir.
All right. So, first one we got Fight of the Year. Oh, this was a tough one. As far as MMA was concerned, I had Max Holloway on here.
Which one?
Yeah,
Curry
exactly.
Zombie?
It was between Zombie and Allen, right?
Oh, yeah.
But then I don't know, there was just so many good fights because there was Makachev and Volkanovski. You know, there was Glover. I ended up going with Glover and Jamal Hill.
Okay.
That
So
was
Okay.
crazy.
it was the
Yeah.
beginning of the year, but I went with Glover versus Jamal Hill because one, it was what I felt was a great send off fight for Glover that still showed that he was still a warrior. But in the same breath, we had a hometown dude like Jamal able to win the world title and also in the same breath able to answer a lot of questions about him as a fighter, you know, what his skill set was and things like that. I felt like he answered all of those questions in spades and he proved that he deserved to be the world champion in their division. That was the fight of the year for me because it was so back and forth that and it was crazy, man. To me, that was the fight of the year. Uh, I'm gonna pass it to TJ.
I only got one answer for you, and it's gonna surprise you because it's not MMA, it's boxing. Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence, because what the fuck? like, like, hey, that was so one-sided, it didn't make any sense. Here's like, and I'm a casual boxing fan, right? And even I was like, God damn. And then when he looked at one of the was it Jermel or Jamal that he looked
Yeah.
at mid-fight and be like, you're next. I was like, hey, he's back. Plus all the memes that
That's
came,
great.
and I mean, like, it was also the genesis of our like Terrence Crawford theory on fighting, right? So like that Terrence Crawford
Nature versus nurture.
nature versus nurture, but also our Khalil Roundtree Terrence Crawford theories kind of go on the same, or from like the same vein, low key. But it's just, yeah, that Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence was insane to me. I'm gonna pass it over to Bryce.
My number one, my fight of the year. Um, awesome. There's one for serious shit and there's one for funny shit.
That's fair. Because
What the fuck, Bryce?
sometimes that Venn diagram's a circle.
I get it.
Um, so for some serious shit, um, I chose Islam versus Volk one. Um,
Okay.
I mean, like it's just it was great. It was a good competition. I love it. I love a good fight where um the fans are kind of just up in awe about it to the point where they just completely disagree on who won it, who didn't win it. Um Clearly, people said Volk won it, but the judges saw something different. But of course, everyone says never leave it up to the judges.
Right.
Um, that was just great. I think we had so much hype going into the second fight because of that fight, even though it completely ended completely different. It just it was just great. My other favorite fight would have to be
Why is he laughing?
Chelsea Chandler when she ran
Oh,
when she
oh,
ran across
that
the cage.
started so many memes.
Oh my God,
She's like,
because
oh, just straight
Hey, that
got
shit
hit
got
and
real
she
in the
just
field.
ran. And
like someone got hit so hard they had to hit the dash in the cage. Like that's just
that was
that is
real
just a
fear.
UFC moment.
That was
That
real
seeing live
fear.
is just fucking amazing. Yeah, that's my other one. Oh man, make sure I get these names right. Chelsea Chandler versus Norma Dumas. Oh, wow, that was funny. Okay, that tickled the shit out of me. TJ.
Fighter of the year. I'm gonna go Francis Ngannou.
Oh yeah,
He
that's
bet
a
on himself big time and proved a lot of naysayers wrong. Even though he didn't win his fight, I mean, it's debatable he didn't win. I mean, hindsight, right? He didn't win his fight against Tyson Fury. That being said, he shut a lot of people up. Matt. Also, he's Cameroonian.
Yeah.
Strong bias.
Word.
My fighter of the year is Terrence Crawford.
Hmm.
I had a runner-up fighter of the year, but I'm putting him as for something else. I'm gonna end up putting my runner-up in a different category. Oh wait, no, we don't have that. There's no breakout. That was breakout series. My runner-up was Khalil Roundtree. But I'm going with Terrence just because this was a fight that had eluded him for the entirety of his career and that he pretty much was counted out on in most facets. And not only did he, he beat Errol Spence, but he dismantled him, took him apart, you know. Whether he was 100%, wasn't 100% good, wasn't good, whatever, what remains is when the time came and they both had to stand on the biggest stage, it was like shockingly one-sided. It was it was unreal. It's still to me like he's the only fighter this year to me I felt like stopped time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like the world stood still when that fight happened. And it was like, oh my God. Like, because only one person could be right, but one person was really, really right. So
any particular scene like stands out of your mind thinking back to the fight?
Early on, when Errol Spence is even just trying to get his offense going, like Terrence Crawford isn't even being moved like from his square. Like he's holding his stance. He's not even being knocked from his stance. Like he's not being knocked off balance. And it's like the first jab he lands just like snaps this guy's neck back like a right hand would. It's like, oh man,
It's
you
like
really are in
Broly
trouble.
walking through point blank Kamehameha or like point blank Final Flash or something. Like,
Yeah, it
kind of
was
joking,
like,
but not.
yeah, he just ran through him, dog. That shit was crazy. He really just ran through him. That's pretty much where I'm at with that. TJ, I'm gonna pass that to you. Or did you answer
No,
already?
I already answered. I think Bryce, it's
Bryce,
on
my
you.
bad.
Sure. I have a quote for my fighter of the year to just get
Oh shit.
For the wrath of Glover is revealed from heaven against
Of course. We
and
should have seen
unrighteousness
this coming.
who by their unrighteousness suppress the truth. My
Hate this
fighter
man.
of the year is the wrath of Glover, Alex Bahia. This motherfucker came to UFC because he was in a bar and he heard Israel Adesanya talking shit. He came to UFC, took his belt, lost it, and then said, all right, it's time to avenge my homie Glover. went to the light heavyweight division and just got the belt. He came into 2023 the middleweight champ. He's leaving the light heavyweight champ. And he's just knocking motherfuckers out. He got
Honestly,
cheered.
does he
He got
have
fucking
does he
cheered.
have the record for like quickest way to champ status?
Yes.
Like crazy. Yes, my fighter of the year is the Wrath of Glover, Alex Pereira.
The Wrath of Glover.
That should be his fucking nickname.
The Wrath of Glover, Alex Pereira.
Am I wrong?
No,
You're
you're not.
saying, bro. Am I
You're not
wrong?
wrong.
John Jones might have to be worried, fam. He might be coming for John. He might be coming for DC. He might be coming for what's the dude? Who was the other dude? Gustafson.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing that's crazy. It's like he still looks big as a light heavyweight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Probably a
that's
true
my
heavyweight.
So we going to round of the year.
Yes, sir.
Should I start it off?
You
Please.
can.
I chose Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury, round 3. When
Okay.
that first knockout happened, knock down.
And he was like, motherfucker,
that-
you are a terrible teacher. Motherfucker. And then he hit him with a little dance.
Like I just think that just shocked the world. Like I feel like that was just like a point where Matt was talking about like, well,
Time stood still.
time stood still for that instance because it was just like, hey, Francis Ngannou's gonna get his money. There's no way he's gonna beat Tyson Fury, and then he proved a lot of people. You know, he did what he did. What a lot of UFC fighters try to do when they go into boxing. He gave them a good showing.
Mm-hmm.
Tyron didn't do that. What's the dude who got knocked out by Masvidal?
Ben Askren?
Ben Askren definitely didn't do it. Yeah, just Ngannou really showed something there, and that was a moment in time that a lot of UFC fighters and boxers are gonna remember. So that's why I said Ngannou versus Tyson round. I'll pass that on to Matt.
My round of the year was round 2 of Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker.
Oh my God.
Martial arts. Everybody was kung fu fighter.
Did you say the category was most violent round of the year?
Bro, these motherfuckers was like, what if I just punch and kick you for 5 minutes? And they was like, yeah, I think that I agree with this. Let's both just do that to each other. That shit was crazy. Yeah, Jalen Hooker versus Jalen Turner
Hooker
versus
is
Dan Hooker.
Fusion.
You're right.
We are Jalen Hooker. Oh my God.
Yeah, Dan Hooker versus Jalen Turner. Man, what a fucking fight! But round 2, woo, it's war. Bro. Like Dan Hooker ate a head kick. He ate it. Just like bink. Oh, okay.
Didn't leave him unscathed.
I'm sorry, sir. Did you just take a head kick? He's like, I did. It's like, yo, El
Hey,
Romero, is that you?
I can't recognize my family anymore. But let me tell you something. I'm still fight.
Bro, I mean, and then the beating he took after that with those elbows, because Jalen was just, oh my God, man, what a fight. What a fight. That was my round of the year, was round 2, Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker. TJ, I'm gonna pass it to you.
My first round of Grant Dawson versus Bobby Green.
Larry.
Okay.
Didn't go past it because Bobby Green was like, mink.
That shit was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. I don't know why I love that so much, but it was just like, wow, okay, it was one of those Bobby Green subverted the narrative that it was going to be competitive so hard, like it was over in quite literally a flash. like that's why it's my favorite. It's just Nigga said, "Oh no, man, no. This is not what y'all think it's gonna be." Yeah,
This ain't that. Fuck you.
yeah. Speaking of which, knockout of the year.
Yes, Sirski.
Go ahead, Matt.
So I got a boxing one and I got an MMA one. The boxing one was literally like the last day of the year, and it's
That's it.
Junto Nakatani knocking out Andrew Maloney in the 12th round. Oh my gosh. Like, bro. No, man. It was, oh my God. He is just the dip down, the overhand, and just to blast this guy. 18 seconds left on the clock, and he became a world champion. Oh my God. Like, Junto Nakatani, man, he came in there, he did what needed to be done, bro. Just, you would just have to see it. And then my MMA knockout is unfortunately Bryce Mitchell being stopped by
Josh Emmett.
Josh Emmett.
Yeah, that was a seizure seen around the world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to be funny, like for real though.
I mean, you're right though.
Yeah. Nah, that was like it's something to be said about a scary knockout. That's rare in UFC. There'll be knockouts, but there's some that's just like, oh my God.
Well, go ahead, Bryce. Segue.
That is mine. Josh Emmett versus Bryce Mitchell. You watch a knockout, be like he killed him. Who said that earlier? Oh my God! Like what was what's
that nigga?
What did JR say in that match with Undertaker and Mankind? Oh my God, he killed him.
Oh my God, he killed him.
Oh,
I mean, and that's how I felt when I'm putting the Junto Nakatani knockout in the group chat because when y'all see this, y'all gonna be like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, yeah. It's one of them knockouts that when that shit happened, like your family talk to you like, "Hey man, look, like mama getting older, you know."
What?
You can't keep putting her through that. You know what I'm saying? You can't put mama heart through this.
You can't bring the kids to that.
You can't do that, man.
Your baby saw that.
Your baby saw that. Is
you know what I'm saying? Your kids in 7th grade
with white hair.
They get internet, bro. School tough for them on Monday.
School tough for them on Monday.
Come on, man. Let's wrap this up, dog. Let's stop this shit. For real. Listen, I know that we on air and everything. I need y'all to both look at this knockout to understand what I'm talking about.
All right. Like thumbnail does not look great.
Because it's not, bro.
Oh no. Oh no. It's when your legs give out. That's when it's like
all right, just skip the ad. Oh my God! Why did he fall like that?
Because he cut the light off.
You know, with the ding 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 ding, like
why did you make?
I need you to log off real quick. I need you to log off real quick. Oh, what the fuck? Yo! Oh my God! Whoa!
Yeah, you logged them off, bro.
Oh.
Do. That shit was crazy.
Oh my God, dude. Crumpled him.
He hit him so hard he made him punch himself on the way back.
Like for those who are listening and who may not have watched this knockout, like you know when you play like GTA or Spider-Man and they got like those ragdoll physics. Like
hey, and when y'all get a chance, watch it with the sound. God. You gotta hear that punch.
Oh my God. That is insane.
It's an instant stop.
Okay? Like
yeah.
Oh no. It sounded like somebody punt kicked a soccer ball.
Damn.
Nah. He
He
got
separated that man
he separated
from
that.
himself.
Oh, that's
man.
honestly very similar to Mitchell Emmett in that like
Yep.
his opponent also leaned into the punch.
Yep. It's virtually the
Ugh.
same punch. Except one person, Josh Emmett did his with a 4-ounce glove on.
Probably more damage. Let's be real. Yeah. I'm still watching because there are like a few slow-mo replays at different angles, and it's just mad. Whew. Bro, oh, the worst is like when they hit you with the angle from the dude who gets knocked out's back, and it's just it looks like he didn't even get touched. like he just put some magic on him, and bro, it's just like I'm gone.
Sprinkle some dust on it.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you're right. It's time for me to log off. Oh, wait, did I get mine?
No, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. I'm just
I was just about to say, and it's on you now, sir.
That was so crazy. I'm gonna change mine to whatever Matt just sent. Like, it was wild as hell. No, I had two. Emmett versus Mitchell was on there because hey, we all agree, crazy. But I also had Pereira versus Adesanya, the second meetup, because Adesanya has that hip punch he throws, man. Like we've talked about it before.
Should not work at all.
That's exactly. Matt took the words right out of my mouth. It doesn't look like it should work, but he's got some juice on that thing. He hit him with that hip punch and just like knocked out Pereira, and he had the greatest victory speech of all time. But yeah, those were my two. Oh, submission of the year.
Can I go?
Yeah.
My sub of the year, I had Alexa Grasso put in the arm of Francis Ngannou around Valentina Shevchenko's jaw.
The arm of Francis Ngannou.
She
listen,
respectfully, she squeezed her a different
set
skin
of words
tone, bro.
I've ever heard assembled in my life.
She squeezed her a different skin tone, and
you
then she
hear
put
what
her
you
feet
said?
on Insta Live, bro. That shit was crazy.
She put her feet on Insta Live. How did you top the insanity in the same segment, dog?
That's bro. She was wilding. She was just on a roll. My bad, bro. My bad. Maybe it's me then. Shit. My bad. But I'm going. My sub of the year was Alexa Grasso putting the arm of Francis Ngannou around Valentina Shevchenko's face.
He doubles down
and squeezing to the point that she was two-tone, forcing a person that I never thought I would ever see lose to tap out.
Yeah, that was pretty insane.
That's crazy.
Their first meetup.
I cannot believe she beat that sleeper cell. That shit is nuts.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Bryce, please.
I got the same one. He covered everything that needed to be said. Every single thing.
Oh man. I have one, and then I have an honorable mention that was in the back of my head. I just didn't want to put on because we also didn't put a number limit, but I didn't want to go overboard as I usually do. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf in 2024. But I had Erin Blanchfield versus Jessica Andrade. She fucking rear naked choked Jessica Andrade, guys.
Yeah, standing.
Yeah,
that's right.
Like she's literally next in line to fight Grasso. Like Blanchfield had a crazy good 2023.
Yeah.
But my runner up for sub of the year, only because I'm like kind of a jiu-jitsu triangle fiend as of late. The triangle that Nikita Krylov hit on Ryan Spann. Insane. Second runner up, I'd say the one that gave Yair the interim belt. The triangle he caught on what's his face? Oh, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Because it's literally what gave him the matchup against Volkanovski. I gotta look it up now. Come on, UFC.com, El Pantera. Come on. Yeah, as they say in Australia. Yeah. Yeah.
My
Yeah,
wife, I had to
Rodriguez.
sacrifice. You know what I've sacrificed?
I gotta say Tyson Pedro. There we go.
Tyson Pedro.
Tyson Pedro.
Rise
Oh, it
of
was
Life.
against Josh Emmett. He got that triangle against Josh Emmett. Yeah.
The killer.
Yeah.
He got it back.
Yeah, in spades.
In blue.
Yeah. Those are like my three or so. But sub of the year for real, Blanchfield versus Andrade. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Bryce. Oh, you had the same one as Matt, right?
Yeah, that's the same
Okay.
one. Alexa Grasso with that rear naked choke.
All right. Event of the year, fellas.
I got you want me to go?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have a tie. There's a reason for my tie. Y'all know there's a method to my math. Now.
Usually.
Hey, for what it's worth, Matt, after being on this team with Bryce for a long time now, he always somehow has the data. I can't explain it.
Yeah.
He always has the data to back it up. Go
Listen.
ahead, Bryce.
Okay, so of course I have UFC 285.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, we're on the same, my nigga. We on the same wavelength. Okay.
Yeah, like that was
Gone versus Jones. Yeah.
That was absolutely crazy. We got the return of John Jones against Cyril Gane, who was just on a roll that fucking year. We had Alexa
Came to an
Grasso
abrupt
versus
stop.
Valentina Shevchenko, and what did we see?
Yeah.
The Tyson rear naked choke. Excuse me. Choke. We got Shockbot versus Jeff Neal. Submission.
That was insane too.
Yeah, it was just like a good card. It was like
4 out of 5.
Yeah. Rarely do you ever get a card that's just all submissions, and that was just amazing. My other choice was UFC 291, Poirier versus Gaethje 2. And the reason as such, yes, Poirier and Gaethje had a good time. Gaethje with the knockout via roundhouse kick. But we got Derek Lewis throwing a fucking flying knee.
I was just thinking about that the other day.
All of that man's teeth loose.
And they're like what was Joe saying? It's like, hey, Derek, was that man's like, hell no. I just, throw some bullshit at the wall, see what sticks. I was
like, Derek Lewis throwing fucking knees is insane.
Was this a 6-pack abs, Derek Lewis? I think so, right?
6-pack abs, Derek Lewis. This is the debut of 6-pack Lewis.
He wasn't scary enough.
Yeah, fam. Like you made a nigga have to like make applesauce like a daily diet thing for a couple weeks, fam. Like, come on, fam. Like applesauce and mushy foods, like no chips, no crackers, nothing. My man almost lost all his teeth, if not fam. He probably like wakes up at night thinking about the Black Beast knee. Like
he wakes up when it impacts.
Shit. He can't go in the dark rooms no more because he think Derek Lewis is about to pop out and knee him in the face again.
I can't go in dark rooms no more.
It's like Batman, but with Derek Lewis. Like he's just superstitious at this point. Like, nah, fam. You don't do that.
Oh my God.
You're too big, Derek Lewis, but that was amazing. I have to off that alone. That's my favorite. But yeah, I'll pass it to TJ.
I just had UFC 285. Like there was a fight night. I couldn't remember which one it was that was all finishes on the main card. I feel like we had a pay-per-view that was pretty fire, and then a few back-to-back fight nights where it was all finishes. It's really hard to find the fight nights without like going back and watching them, or I guess I could have just looked back on my notes, but your boy wasn't trying to work that hard. But UFC 285 for sure, because that was just insane. I still I know we've talked about it, you guys have explained it and clarified it to me, and I understand it, but the way John Jones steamrolled Ciryl Gane, anyway. And yeah, it was a good night, not a long night. UFC 285 for sure for me. Matt, I'm gonna pass it to you.
I'm actually gonna buck tradition a little bit here. I'm gonna go with UFC 290.
Okay.
290 is Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Alexander Pantoja versus
Oh my
Alexandre
God.
Pantoja versus Brandon Moreno.
We already talked
Dricus
about why
Duplessis versus Robert Whitaker. Dan
that,
Hooker,
but no,
Jalen
man, that
Turner.
was a sad card, bro. That was a sad card for Bobby Knuckles.
Jalen Turner and Dan Hooker, and then that Bo Nickel, Val Woodburn, 38-second KO.
Yeah.
Now that card was crazy.
It was, but it was also very sad.
Yeah, but Robbie
Bobby
Lawler was
Knuckles,
also
bro.
on that card, and we had something
He
positive.
went out. Yeah. He went out like a fucking winner. He went out like everybody hopes to go out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I did not expect to see Dricus Duplessis do what he did to Bobby Knuckles. And then once I found, bro, just off of Alexandre's Pantoja's fucking post-fight win speech alone, I was like, Moreno stood no chance.
You love me now, Dad?
I mean, come
Whoa.
on, bro. You were fighting something. You weren't fighting Moreno. You were fighting something else. That's
Whoa,
that Terrence Crawford
what
strength.
does that have to do with
That's
anything,
that
man?
Khalil
What you
Roundtree
doing?
strength. Like, yeah. Like, why are you crying? Like, it's like
It's a guy at my gym that when he make mistakes, when he sparring, he talk to himself and he be like, "That was trash. Straighten that up." And and he
that's
does
when
it all
I'm
the
like, I
time.
quit.
But when he was like sparring one time, he was like, "You better than that." And like, dude was like, "Is he talking to me?" I was like, "He's talking to himself." And he was like, "Don't worry about it. Fight him." He's talking to himself, bro. Don't worry about it.
Fully worried about it.
If you have to ask that question while you fighting somebody, oh shit, are they talking to me?
Is he talking to me?
Hey,
Mind
pass
your
me that
business.
towel.
Hey, you talking to me? Hey, mind your business. What?
Whoa. We not talking to you. Huh?
What?
Excuse me?
We
I'd be like, help.
need
Help.
assistance.
Hit that bell. No, this round is over.
I'm going home.
Yeah, no, fuck this. Like, this is a recreational activity for me. I didn't sign up for fighting people with multiple personalities.
Yeah, you might have though.
This ain't anime. Like, well, shit.
Yeah.
That's it, y'all.
We made it to the end this year. For this year's list. This was our wrap up for 2023. Next week we will be back with back on our regular schedule. We'll be covering some
It's gonna be some
sports.
long episodes.
Yeah, we got some long episodes.
Got to catch up a little bit.
Strap in. With that said, thank you guys so much for rocking with us. Thank you for being with us for another year. Thank you for rocking with us into 2024. If you guys are new, thank you for checking us out in 2024. We hope to retain you as a listener. We hope to keep you around. Check us out on all of our social media. You can follow me at Matt Hambrick. That's MATTHAMBRIC TJ.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Tuss4Skate. That's TUSS__SKATE. Bryce, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Ashe_Onta. That's AXE_ONCA baby. Where can they find all of us?
They can find us at Now Mind You Podcast, wherever you like to get your podcast and wherever you like to get your social media. We are on all platforms. Feel free to hit us up. And again, for all of our new listeners, thank you so much. For all of our previous listeners, thank you so much. And no matter who you are, appreciate y'all. Peace.
Thank y'all. Peace.